Back on part two of Local 6 Legal Line with attorney Kevin Shannon of the Bryant Law Center, Paducah, Mayfield, and Louisville, answering your personal injury questions at 1-888-208-6946. If you have those, send them in. We'll get an answer here in the next 3 minutes or so. We do have one that was sent in a little bit earlier, and says, my 15-year-old son has a friend who tried to scare him by lighting a firecracker in the chair next to him. Didn't know about it until it went off. Now he's got some burns to his hand and arm. Can his parents be sued for this?
Dave, I would say that's one where the parents may very well have some responsibility for that. As it is the case with a lot of legal questions, the answer in part depends, but certainly if the parents provided the fireworks, bought the fireworks, allowed the 15-year-old access to the fireworks, then I think the 15-year-old by and through his parents probably have legal responsibility for that, either as an intentional tort or negligence. Doesn't really matter to the injured person. The recovery is the same. And there may also be some MedPay coverage available on the homeowner's policy for the 15-year-old and the parents. So that's one definitely you probably ought to call a lawyer on and get to work on it.
Next question comes from Marcy, who says our 4-year-old was on a neighbor's trampoline. She bounced off, broke her arm, has a concussion. Can we file a claim against our friend? And moreover, are we really suing them or their insurance company?
I would say you do have a claim because either they were supervising the child and they weren't doing a very good job of it, or they weren't supervising the child at all, which I think would be kind of a dereliction of duty. If you have a child guest over, you should certainly try to watch over what's going on. If you have to make that claim, hopefully there is insurance coverage available, but from a purely technical legal standpoint, the claim is against the parents. Their insurance company should step in and defend them, and then also pay any judgment that might be awarded to the little injured 4-year-old. So it's technically against the parents, but the insurance company will take care of them, so you shouldn't worry about that.
I have a question from Linda, who says, we are renting a bouncy house for a family reunion with lots of kids. What should we know about liability? And if one of the kids has an accident, will our homeowner's insurance cover that?
Well, this is one where certainly I would work the maze backwards. I would first of all check with my insurance agent and go through the policy to see what, if anything, my policy might say about coverage for those type situations and or exclusions for those type situations. And then the rest of it is, I think you need to make sure you're doing business with a reputable company. Whoever's bringing the bouncy house, make sure that they know what they're doing, that they have qualified individuals to set up and supervise. And if you're just going to kind of try to do it on your own, that puts you in the worst possible position. But as Mason said earlier, if you use reasonable care, so you try to educate yourself, set it up correctly, supervise correctly, you ought to be okay.
All right, he is Kevin Shannon with the Bryant Law Center, Paducah, Mayfield, and Louisville. If you would like to review either one of these segments, the one with Kevin or the one previously with Mark Bryant and third-year law clerk at UK, Mason Dressler, you're welcome to do so very shortly. We'll pop them up online under the Legal Line icon. Click on Bryant Law Center at WPSDLocal6.com.